Assalamu alaikum, little friends. Welcome back to Islamic Kids National. Today we are going to read another wonderful Ramadan story together. The book that we are going to read today has beautiful illustrations and important messages about Ramadan, which we are going to look into more in depth at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around until then. And I'm sure you're going to love this book just as much as I do. I'm so excited to read it to you. So, without further ado, let's read. The book that we are reading today is The Gift of Ramadan. The author of this book is Rabia York Lombard, and it is illustrated by Laura K. Horton. The Gift of Ramadan. A rainbow of color winked at Sophia as she handed the Ramadan lights to her mama. These were her favorite decorations because they made her feel as though a special guest was coming. Grandma raised an eyebrow. "Pretty," she said. "Pretty and sparkly, just like the heart of a person who fasts." Sophia stopped twirling. "Really?" she asked. Sophia loved sparkles, glitter, stars, her new ring. It was a gift from Grandma for her birthday last month. Grandma stopped rocking. "Really?" Sophia knew that fasting was to not eat or drink from sun up to sundown. Sophia loved food, but she also loved sparkles. She turned to her mama. "When does Ramadan begin?" Mama opened the curtain. Adam, Sophia's little brother, pointed to the sky. "Moon," he said. "That's right," Mama answered. "See how thin it is?" Sophia nodded. "That's the crescent moon, the beginning of a new month. Tomorrow is the first day of fasting." "Count me in," Sophia grinned. Mama woke Sophia when it was so early not even the sun was awake. "Time for sahur," she sang. Sophia sat down to a breakfast of eggs, fruit, and Dad's pancakes. But Sophia could barely keep her eyes open. "You have to eat," Grandma told her. "It will chase away the hungries." Sophia reached for a pancake. But a few minutes later, "Time's up," Dad said. They got up from the table and unrolled the prayer rugs, one by one. Sophia tried her best to stay awake, but the moment her head touched the ground, sleep came over her. Mama reached forward to nudge her, but Grandma waved her finger to say, "Let her sleep." Sophia found Adam in front of the TV. In his hand was a humongous cookie. He waved it in front of her face and sang, "Me cookie eat! Yummy, yum, yum!" Sophia's tummy roared. The cookie looked delicious. "Please stop," she said. But Adam kept singing. Sophia clenched her hands. She bit her lip. She wanted to yell. Instead, she ran out of the room. Her brother chased her. Adam was fast, but Sophia was faster. Sophia was so fast, she ran out of breath. She needed to hide. Adam was still looking for her. When Sophia woke for the second time, it was almost noon. Her tummy was empty and her throat was dry, but even drinking water was against the rules. So, Sophia decided to stay busy. She read for a while. She organized the clothes in her closet, from least to most sparkly. And then she drew. But her tummy began to gurgle louder and louder. "Shh," Sophia said. "I'm drawing." She glanced down at her paper. "Yikes," she said. "I've got to get out of here." Sophia turned on the light. "Oh no," she thought. "I've really got to get out of here." But she couldn't. Adam was stomping by, still singing that song. Me cookie eat! Yummy, yum, yum! She plugged her ears. She closed her eyes. Sophia took a deep breath, and the scent of chocolate filled her nose. Oh no! What is this? Asked Grandma. Sophia's eyes drifted to the floor. I got too hungry. There, my love. No one expects you to fast for an entire day. Grandma wrapped Sophia in a big hug. There's always tomorrow and the day after and the next. You have a full month to keep trying. Sophia twisted her ring. She wiped away her tears. But I wanted to feel sparkly now, she said. You are sparkly, Grandma said. I can see your sparkles growing. Sophia shrugged. She didn't feel sparkly. And did you know, continued Grandma, there are other ways to celebrate Ramadan? Sophia was about to give up when she glanced down at Grandma's hands. They were covered in flour. What are you making? She asked. Yummy food for our first iftar. Grandma replied. That's it, Sophia thought. If she couldn't fast, then at least she could help prepare dinner for those who did. And I'm going to help. Sophia thought about that. She knew Mama read the Quran. Maybe it gave her head sparkles. But Sophia couldn't read it, not on her own. And her dad was always sharing things with family, friends, and strangers. He said that Ramadan was a time for charity, a special kind of sharing for those who need extra help. But Sophia didn't have any money. Sophia put on her apron and got to work. She tossed the salad, then she helped Grandma make 5 super sparkly pizzas, one for each member of the family. Sophia thought they were sparkly because they had extra cheese on them. Grandma thought it was the fresh parsley that made them shine. When the oven buzzed, Sophia jumped up from her chair. The pizzas were finally done. But when Grandma opened the oven, smoke billowed out. Oh no, Sophia frowned. The top 3 pizzas were perfect, but the bottom 2 were burnt to a crisp. Grandma plopped down. She looked exhausted. Iftar was just around the corner. Don't worry, Grandma, said Sophia. I've got this. Really? asked Grandma. Really, said Sophia. Sophia set the table. She gave each person 1 big bowl of soup and 1 salad. She placed a pitcher of water and a bowl of dates on the table. Then she asked Grandma to cut up the 3 perfect pizzas. Tiny slices were better than none. Sophia's family gathered around the table. They raised their hands and offered thanks. Then they each drank water and ate a date. When there was only 1 slice of pizza left, Grandma insisted that Sophia take it. You've earned it. No thanks, Sophia smiled. She didn't want any more. She didn't need any more. Her heart was wonderfully full. And that's the end of our story, kids. This last page here gives us a bit of a background on what Ramadan is all about, which I'm sure you already know much of. But if you want to pause the video and have a look at it, have a read through it, then feel free to. The illustrations in this book were so beautiful. I really enjoyed it, and I hope you did too. Now, let's look at some important things, important messages that we saw and learned in this story. Many people try to finish reading the Quran by the end of Ramadan, just like Sophia's mom. This will earn us double the rewards in this particular month. In Ramadan, we earn double rewards for every good deed that we do. Even if you can't read the entire Quran, you can definitely try to read a few pages every day to make it a habit. Another important thing to do this Ramadan is to take part in doing acts of charity, much like Sophia's father. Zakat, which means charity, is one of the 5 fundamental pillars of Islam, which means it is so important. And giving zakat in Ramadan will, as anything, double your rewards from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It could be giving things like money, food, clothing, or even toys to those who need it most. Not only this, but small acts of service will earn you lots of good deeds as well. This can include things like helping elderly people carry their belongings or complimenting others to make them feel happy and valued. There are so many different ways we can help others and earn good deeds. So let's try as much as we can this Ramadan. Another important lesson we learned from the book is refraining from doing things we shouldn't do, like how Sophia refrained from yelling at her brother, even though she was super annoyed. This teaches us to watch closely and think about what we do before we do it. This kind of fast is the fast of the heart, to be utterly selfless, as the author states. Ramadan is about emptying oneself of all that is selfish, then filling oneself with all that is good, true, and beautiful, just like Sophia did. Wow, kids, that was such a wonderful story, and it had so many amazing messages for us that we learned today. I hope you enjoyed reading it with me. And we will read more books like this together soon, inshallah, so stay tuned. If you have any book recommendations that you want to see on our channel in storytime videos, make sure to email us, which will be in the description box provided down below. And we will try to make videos on your favorite books as well. That's the end for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and share it with your friends and family to spread the knowledge and the fun. Sending heartily wishes on this holy month, and may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you all with pleasure and fill your home with His gracefulness. Until the next video, goodbye, kids!